You walk into a room, dozens of people, strangers. Everyone is talking, laughing, going about their lives. But somewhere in that room, someone is watching. Not everyone, just one person. And within minutes, sometimes seconds, they've already made their choice. They didn't choose randomly. They didn't flip a coin. They used a system. A dark, calculated method that most people have no idea exists. A method rooted deep in human psychology and animal instinct. Today, we're going inside the mind of a predator. We're going to understand exactly how they select their targets. And more importantly, what you can do to make sure you're never chosen. This is the Psyche Vault. Most people believe predators strike randomly. Wrong place, wrong time, bad luck. But this is one of the most dangerous myths in psychology because it makes people feel powerless. The reality is chilling. Research consistently shows that predators, whether we're talking about con artists, abusers, sexual predators, or violent criminals, are highly selective. They are, in a disturbing way, experts at reading people. A landmark study by psychologists Betty Grayson and Morris Stein showed that convicted violent offenders could identify vulnerable targets from short video clips, in some cases in under 7 seconds. They weren't looking at clothing, age, or physical size. They were reading something far more subtle. They were reading body language, energy, signals that most of us broadcast without even knowing it.
So, what exactly are predators scanning for? Here are the 5 key signals. Signal number 1, the walk. The Grayson-Stein study found that gait, the way a person walks, was one of the strongest predictors of perceived vulnerability. Short, shuffling steps, lack of arm swing, and downward gaze signal low confidence and low awareness. Predators see this as a green light. Signal number 2, posture and body language. Collapsed shoulders, crossed arms, making yourself small, these are submissive postures. They communicate, I don't want to be noticed. I won't fight back. Predators of all kinds, from street criminals to workplace bullies to abusive partners, are drawn to these signals, like sharks to blood in the water. Signal number 3, distraction and low awareness. Someone scrolling their phone while walking, headphones in both ears, eyes down, completely absorbed in their own world. This signals low situational awareness, meaning a predator has more time to act before being noticed, confronted, or identified. Signal number 4, emotional vulnerability. This is where it gets psychological. Emotional predators, narcissists, con artists, manipulators, don't hunt in dark alleys. They hunt at support groups, grief meetings, and online communities. They specifically seek out people in pain. Why? Because pain creates need, and need creates openness to whoever offers to fill it. Signal number 5, social isolation. Someone who is alone, has few close friends, or has recently experienced a major life transition, a breakup, a move, a job loss, is significantly more vulnerable. Predators can sense isolation. It means fewer people are watching. Fewer people will notice if something goes wrong.
Not all predators are the same. Understanding which type you're dealing with changes everything. Let's break down the 3 main categories. Type 1, physical predators. These are the ones most people picture. Muggers, violent criminals, sexual predators. They prioritize targets with low physical resistance and low likelihood of being caught. They scan for physical size, awareness level, presence of others, and escape routes. They do cost-benefit analysis faster than you can blink. Type 2, emotional predators. These are arguably the most dangerous because they're the hardest to identify. Narcissists, sociopaths, and manipulative partners. They look for high empathy, people pleasers, those with low self-esteem, and people desperate for love or validation. They study your wounds and offer themselves as the cure before becoming the disease. Type 3. Financial predators. Con artists, scammers, and fraudsters target people who are lonely, elderly, financially desperate, or recently wealthy without experience managing money well. They build trust systematically. They're patient, and they know that the most effective fraud isn't about tricking stupid people, it's about exploiting the trust of intelligent, good-natured ones.
Once a target is selected, most predators don't attack immediately. They groom. This is the process of slowly building trust and breaking down defenses, and it applies to emotional predators just as much as physical ones. The grooming process typically follows 4 stages. Stage 1. Targeting and testing. Small boundary violations to see how the target responds. A touch that lingers too long. A personal question that goes too deep too fast. If the target doesn't push back, or worse, apologizes, the predator knows they found their mark. Stage 2. Trust building. Love bombing, excessive flattery, grand gestures. I've never met anyone like you. The predator makes the target feel uniquely special and deeply understood. This is calculated. It creates emotional dependency before the mask slips. Stage 3. Isolation. Gradually cutting the target off from their support network. Subtle criticism of friends and family. Creating situations where the target relies exclusively on the predator. By the time the abuse begins, the victim often has no one left to turn to. Stage 4. Desensitization. Pushing boundaries incrementally, each violation slightly larger than the last. By the time something truly harmful happens, the victim has been conditioned to accept it as normal. This is the most insidious part of the process.
Here's the empowering part. Because predator selection is based on signals, signals can be changed. You can make yourself a significantly harder target. Here's how. 1. Own your walk. Walk with purpose. Head up, eyes forward, full strides. This isn't about arrogance. It's about projecting awareness and confidence. Studies show this single change dramatically reduces how predators perceive vulnerability. 2. Stay present. Situational awareness is one of your most powerful defenses. Know what's around you. Make eye contact with your environment. Someone who is aware is unpredictable, and unpredictability is unappealing to predators. 3. Trust your gut. Your subconscious processes thousands of microsignals before your conscious mind catches up. That inexplicable discomfort around certain people, that's not paranoia. That's your brain doing its job. Listen to it. 4. Guard your wounds. Emotional predators exploit vulnerability. This doesn't mean you should never be open. It means be careful about who you give access to your deepest pain and how fast. Healthy relationships build trust gradually. Anyone who rushes intimacy is worth watching closely. 5. Maintain your network. Isolation is the predator's greatest tool. Actively invest in your relationships. Be suspicious of anyone who consistently tries to come between you and the people who love you.
Predators exist. That is an uncomfortable truth. But here's an even more important truth. They are not all-powerful. They are opportunists. They look for the path of least resistance. And you, armed with this knowledge, are no longer that path. You now understand the signals they look for. You understand their process. You understand their types. That understanding is armor. It doesn't make you paranoid. It makes you prepared. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone you care about. This is the kind of knowledge that protects people. And subscribe to the Psyche Vault. Every week, we go deeper into the psychology of manipulation, dark behavior, and the hidden patterns of the human mind. Explore the mind. Uncover the truth.